Are you ready? I'm Florence Hernandez Ramos, and I'm the project director of the Latino Public Radio Consortium. It's a national organization, but I'm based out of Denver, Colorado.
I'm Silvia Rivera. I'm general manager of Radio Arte, 90.5 FM WRTE in Chicago, an initiative of the National Museum of Mexican Art.
First of all, I think we need to distinguish that we are involved in non-commercial media, and so that is a very important distinction in that I think somebody said that there was 90 seconds of news on Spanish language media, and obviously radio stations like Radio Arte specialize in the news, in portraying Latinos in very positive light. So for me, the most important part of Latino public radio development was the initiation and foundation of the very first radio station, WIPR in Puerto Rico, then followed by KANW, and subsequently we have 28 public radio stations controlled by Latinos.
I think that one of the things that we have to not do is just look at ourselves as a radio station, but really look at ourselves from a multi-platform level. So not just look at what we can do over the airwaves, but how we can use new media to tell our stories. Whether it's posting video on our websites, whether it's streaming our on-air transmission, whether it's blogging. I think that there's many new methods that we can use, many new tools that we can use to really create a new news system.
What advice would you give students who are interested in your field of work?
I would say volunteer. We've got a directory of Latino public radio stations, and although we don't have very many stations, if they are in your area, volunteer at those stations, because these are the stations that are allowing more free-form expression, and certainly Latino topics are very, very welcome at Latino public radio stations, most of whom speak Spanish.
Right, and don't wait for opportunities, create opportunities. It's very easy to get a hold of video cameras nowadays, audio recording devices. It's very easy to start your own blog. I think that if the doors aren't being opened, that you really need to look for ways of displaying your work. And eventually, either you will create this new media portal, or people will come and be impressed and be interested in the work portfolio that you are creating.
We are Americans. That's, I think, the most important thing to remember, and we're rapidly becoming the majority Americans. And so, if nothing else, what we're doing is we're strengthening the non-Latinos with the infusion of our culture into their culture, and that nice mix. We're giving it more texture, more context, more depth. So we're the ones that are enriching everybody else.
I couldn't have said it any better. I think that once we start realizing not just that we are important contributors to larger society, and that we, in many cases, are really fundamental to the society, that we will also start realizing our power. Because at this point, I think that we've rescinded a lot of our power because of this mentality that that we are a minority, and we're not. We need to take it back.